All righty. Hey, everybody. Happy Wednesday. We're back again. This time I do not have my partner in crime. She's actually getting ready for a wedding. And so it's pretty awesome. I'm so happy for her brother that is getting married. So and I know she's working around the clock to make sure it's the best wedding ever. So I know she's doing a great job. And that actually kind of brought up my topic for today because I was like, well, what am I going to talk about? And everything that just kept coming to me dealt with being persistent and consistent. And because I believe anything that you want to achieve in life is going to come from being persistent and consistent towards something. Like I looking at Val here in the gym, and the reason why she's starting to see some of her goals come about physically is because she's being persistent and consistent, even on the days that she don't feel like doing it. She's in there 5, 6, sometimes 7 days a week, getting it in, going to the gym. And then I was talking to Melissa before this, and she was like, well, 5 a.m., I want to hit the snooze button. But guess what? She's still getting up and doing it. And I, over time, doing that, being consistent and persistent towards that goal, it's going to pay off. If you look at anybody successful, that's what's going to happen. Persistence is pretty much, you're being firm on a course of action in spite of all the difficulty or opposition, because we're all going to get that. We're all going to have the opposition of, people that we love and care about say, hey, those things don't work. How many of us have went through something like that? Oh, those things don't work. That's not for us. They got lucky. Then we also gonna go through difficult times where maybe the car breaks down, maybe this happens, maybe the kids, you got to do something extra for the kids, make all the difficult things that could come about. Those are the type of things that you got to push through and say, you know what? Yeah, I may stop a little bit over here to get this done, but I got to get back to still doing the little things that I need to do to make sure that I achieve that goal that I have at hand. And the reason why I tell people that being persistent is very important is just because I always think about this picture right here. I think about this picture. I went and found it because I believe that I watch so many people do this. They'll be consistent and persistent day after day and day after day and day after day, week after week, month after month. And then you know what? It didn't come. And then it didn't come for them in the time that they thought it was going to come. And then they quit. But if you look at this picture, look how close this guy is to finding and having success in his life, but he quit. So my question for you guys is, how many people on here you don't have to raise your hand or anything, but how many times in your life have you gotten so close to something and quit? Or it didn't come in the way that you thought it was going to come and you quit. You wanted to do it your way, but in actuality, it was a different way that needed to be done. And then you quit because things didn't go the way that you wanted them to. See, I watched so many people go through that alone and just quit time and time again. Life gets hard. That's understandable, But all successful people understand that it's going to take effort. It's going to take time. It's going to take energy. But at the end of the day, it will be well worth it. You can study anybody that's successful in our industry. Matter of fact, you don't even have to go outside our company. Go look at the people that are the chairpersons in our company and just ask them. Some people, it took years to get to where they were. Some people came in, had a little success within the first 6 months or so. But some people, it took 7, 8, 9, 10 years. I mean, I listen to Chris Doyle. He always talks about, he was making some decent money, but his real business didn't take off till, year 6 or 7. But what if he would have quit in year 5? He wouldn't be a multi-millionaire today in this industry if he would have quit in year 5. So all of the great people I studied, just, I love reading success stories from people. I don't care really what profession it is. I just love reading about it because they all talk about the adversity they went through. Nobody's going to get to success without going through adversity. Yeah, you may have to stop your subscription for a second. But okay, what are you going to do to get it back going? You know that's how you get paid. So what are you going to do? That's adversity. Those type of things come up, but what are you going to do differently? Okay, well, you may not be able to pay for your subscription, but also New Age put something in place where you can bring on customers and your subscription get taken care of. See, that's being persistent even through the difficult times. Just like going back to working out. You're doing it anyway when you don't feel like doing it. And just like on the business, you're doing it anyway, even when you can't afford it. See, that is when you truly know that you are going to reach for greatness. See, there's a lot of people saying, I want to go to Orlando and it's Dare to Dream thing, but I don't know if I can afford it. That is the reason why you should be going. Because when is enough going to be enough? When are you going to draw a line in the sand? When are you going to draw a line in the sand and say, you know what, enough is enough? If I can't pick up and jump on the flight and spend however much it takes it. I mean, round trip just from Dallas is $200, $300, and a hotel for $300. So pretty much if I couldn't spend $700 to go better my quality of life, then when is enough enough? When am I going to say, you know what? I got to do something to change this. And me being at home and me missing events, we done that already. Leaders are made of events. You don't jump on these calls because you just want to get on here and just listen to me talk. I hope not. I hope is you come in here to learn something and then implement it. See, leaders figure out a way. They are persistent. They say, you know what? I'm going to make it happen no matter what. I made a commitment to myself years ago that I would not miss an event. I would not. Hey, and Marlene said it's over $1,200. And guess what? She's still going to be there. They were just waiting on the way that they could lead a country. They didn't care about how much it cost. See, the only thing that really stopped them was leaving their own country and being able to come back home. But this woman is about to spend over $1,200 just to go to an event. Do you think it's not that important? Not a vacation, but this is to go to an event so she can better her quality of life for her and her family. And see, and that is what leaders do. They are persistent. They make it happen. And I'm not, hey, I'm not going to sit up here and point the finger at nobody. I'm just being real with everybody today because I'm watching so many people tell me why they can and cannot do something. And to be honest, you can't. You just your mindset is just focusing on the wrong thing. Your mindset is focusing on why you can't do something, and your mindset should be on focusing, okay, what can I do? What can I move around so I can be there? How can I do that? Can I hitch a ride with somebody? Can I do this? Can I do that? I know like the Jackson says, you know what? We don't got to fly. We're going to drive. But see, that is what leaders do. They show up regardless of whatever it is. You make it happen because if this is truly what you want to do. I remember my first event. I didn't have the money to make it to my first event. I didn't, but I made it to the first event. Me and my friends, we shared a room with like 6 or 7 of us in the room. People sleeping on the floor in the bed. We just all over the place. We just got pallets. We didn't even care. But guess what though? 5 out of the 7 went on to make 6 figures in this industry. 2 of them became multi-millionaires. We didn't have the money, but we made a way. We shared a room. And guess what? That's what we did. And it's amazing how that happens by just showing persistent and being consistent with it. So we took the persistent effort of getting there, and then we just were consistent every single day with it. We were persistent every single day of sharing this opportunity with people, sharing the products with people. We took one day off. And we did that we did one day. We took time out of that day to give it to the Lord himself. And we just, but we were consistent and persistent every single day. Every single day we were sharing with somebody. Yeah, we went and spend time with the Lord, but afterwards we went and put in work. A lot of people say, well, I need to rest. Our Lord, he created the world, the universe in 6 days, and then he rested. You haven't even talked to people 6 days in a row, and then you talking about resting for 5. Oh, I'm tired from work. Well, okay, well, your job is paying the bills. Let's go build your dream. Let's go build the life that you want to that you want to go accomplish. And it was 5 tips that I wanted to share that really have helped me become more persistent in what I'm doing. And tip number 1 is you got to identify your why. You got to identify why you're doing this. Why do you want your new age business to be successful? Why? Why do you want that amount of income that you want? Do you want the extra $250,000 a year? Do you want the extra $500,000 a year? Do you want multi-millions? Why? Why do you want it? Why? What is it? Do you want to pay for college tuition? Do you want your grandkids never to have to worry about anything? Do you want to travel when you want to? Do you want to be able to allow your kids to experience life on a different scale? What is it why is it that you want it? Put it in different places. That's why a dream board is always great to have, and putting it in positions where you always can see it. But then put it in your visor. Put it, maybe put your dream amount that you want to make on a monthly basis, and then put it next to your grandkids and say, you know what? This is for them. This is why I'm doing this. So put it, matter of fact, a lot of people laugh at me when I tell them this, but I do it still to this day. I put it on a sticky note right on top of the TV. So every single time I think about cutting the TV on, I got to think about, did I even do something towards that goal right there? Or is this TV more important than reaching towards that goal? That's a tip that I have for everybody, putting it in places that you always go. Maybe the bathroom mirror, maybe the car, the refrigerator, places that we all go every single day, just reminding you of why you're doing what you're doing. And then number 2 is you got to have a definite purpose. I read Think and Grow Rich every year, at least one time a year. I read that book every single year. And this is actually coming from Think and Grow Rich, but I always think about this every single day and everything like that. So tip number 2 is a definite purpose of why you're doing what you're doing. It's similar to the why, but see, this one is backed by a burning desire for its fulfillment. So that is why the why is so important. But with that purpose, also the why and the purpose going hand in hand, that burning desire of getting that done for your grandkids. So, one day that they can go to college of their choice without having to worry about cost is a burning desire. That dream house for me, for my mom, is a burning desire for me that I want to get accomplished. Tip number 3 is having a definite plan. What is your plan? What is your plan to getting it done? So we just talked about the Dare to Dream. You can go look up and see how much it costs. See, a lot of people don't even do that part. Before they even get there, they say they haven't even, I can't afford it. You haven't even looked to see how much everything costs. You haven't went on there to see how much a plane ticket would cost. You haven't went on there to see how much the rooms are. And then did you put it on paper? And you know what? This is the amount I need. How am I gonna come up with this? Can I babysit and make a little extra money? Can I share these products? How many people do I need to get on these products so I can generate that income to get that? How many people on my team can I help generate some income so I can get there? See, you looked at it, you already said that you didn't, just because finances, I don't care if your bank account said negative $400. That's fine. But what are you going to do to get past that? I've been in places where my bank account was in the negative. I remember, I still tell people this to this day. I remember when I was in college and I had just got started with this business. And I remember when my mom's house burned down. And because somebody broke in my house and stole all the rent money, when my mom needed something, I looked at my wallet, I had $10 to my name. And think about that. That's somebody you love and care about. Something happened to them and you couldn't do nothing for them. And you look in your wallet and you don't have enough to even help them. See, what are you going to do differently? And I drew a line in the sand there that I personally never wanted to be in that position again. I never wanted to be in a position where I couldn't help somebody I loved and care about because of finances. But I became persistent and consistent at what I was doing because I never wanted to be in that position. I never wanted to be without in the help of need for somebody. So once you have your definite plan, you gotta express it with consistent action. So you got this purpose and why, and you got this plan. And once you come up, if you need help with the plan, then let's get together. We can jump on the Zoom. We can talk about the plan. It only takes 10, 15 minutes for you to come up a plan, to come up with some income to get you to where you want to go. And then you come up with consistent action over and over and over and over and over. And then the next tip is your mind has to be closed tightly on this plan, on your purpose. It has to be. So when I say that, you got to avoid the negativity and anybody who's discouraging you and being negative towards you. You got to eliminate it, because it is so quick for your mind to wander off and start thinking about other things, questioning you, are you doing the right thing? I watch so many people saying, hey, it didn't happen when I want to. I should just go get a job. Hey, that's the easy way out. It's easy for anybody to go get a job. I promise you, it's easy. It's easy. We can all go find a job, making money that way. That's cool. Being a business owner ain't gonna be easy. I see Sonya on here. She owns a cleaners. She owns like 3 or 4 businesses, and she's very busy, very, very busy. And guess what? It's not gonna be easy. It could be easy for her to say, you know what, I hang the hat up. Let me just go find me a job and just go work for somebody else. But is it worth giving up on your goals and dreams for you and your family? See, and so you got to be able to have a closed mind. Your mind has to be closed, has to be narrowed in on what you want to go on. It is so easy to get distracted. And then my final tip is, pretty much having an accountability partner or being around people that is on that. It's like an alliance with you. Like they're right there with you on the same goal as you. It doesn't even have to be your upline. It could be somebody cross line, down line, somebody that's saying, you know what, we're going to do this. You hold me accountable. Don't let me give up, and I won't let you give up. Let's do this. Even for me, I remember when me and my friends, I told them, I said, I don't care how tired I am from track practice. I don't care how tired I am from work. Hey, you make sure I show up. I don't care if you come knock on my door, come pick me up, do something. But see, everybody needs that in a different form or fashion. You may not need that part, but what I can tell you is we all could use an alliance of people that will push with you towards that goal. Because that alliance, which y'all all been on the same page. Maybe it's a group of y'all saying, we're going to dare to dream. We're going to be at that event. Okay. Well, we're going to all hold each other accountable. Okay. Hey, we need to figure out what we're going to do this week to generate this amount of income within the business or whatever. We have the opportunity. Everybody on here can make $1,500, $2,000, $3,000, before the convention. If you truly wanted to. If it's that important to you, you could do it. It's just all your willingness to put in the work. Anybody can make anything. I mean, $1,500 will pretty much pay an airline ticket, hotel, and food while you're there. See, but my thing is, are you already discounting yourself for why you can't make it? You can make it. You just have to go through these steps. Having your why in front of you, having the purpose of why you're doing it, the plan. What is your definite plan of getting it done? Having a closed mind of focusing on what you're shooting for, and then having people around you that will uplift you, an accountability partner, an alliance of people. And that is how you become persistent and consistent over time to achieve anything that you put your mind to. Anything that you want to accomplish, you can accomplish it. It's just all up to you. You guys, I hope y'all got value from it. I did miss my partner in crime because normally I always take notes from her. But I know that she is gonna definitely be with us next week, and we definitely make this happen. So I'm gonna stop the recording, then unmute the lines, and